What is going on, guys? Pomson07 here, and yes, I'm finally back. Finally back doing a video on this challenge. This challenge? That's already a great start to this video. Finally back doing a video on this channel. It's been too long. It's been way over a month. What can I say? What excuse can I give? It's been too long, yeah. So this is the AOR USA Grand Prix. For the Apex Online Racing Oceania League. This is going to be a special edition video to make up for my massive absence from YouTube, and it's going to be the USA and the Brazilian Grand Prix races. Unfortunately, I missed the Japanese and the Mexican one. Mexican ones. So that condensing like 4 weeks really into just one video. Although I missed 2 of them. So I guess one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading lately is something to do with a really addictive game me and quite a few others have been playing lately, but you can never guess what it is. So yeah, fully admit I've been playing way too many games of Fortnite, and I haven't been uploading. Also to do with the fact that my laptop's slow and ancient, and the fact that I've been doing a lot of like job searching and other stuff around the house. I've been quite busy lately, as well as Fortnite. But anyway, going back on board with this lap, and it was a pretty good lap, to be honest. I felt like this lap was pretty decent. The only real big mistake I made was getting a really poor exit. Going on to the pit straight start this lap, so it wasn't even the actual lap itself, there's more to start to it, where I really lost a few attempts. But other than that, there wasn't actually any real big mistakes during it at all. And the lap time is a 1:33, I can't read it in this previous screen, 1:33.6, there we go. It just changed the leaderboard, which was P5 on the grid, which is a decent qualifying for me. I'll definitely take that. I'm ahead of New Zealand Ryan, although to be fair, he's on the super soft tyres, so he's going to be doing the one-stop strategy for today. And I believe I was talking to a few other people, and we were deciding, because we haven't done any practice, I haven't done any practice this race, from what I remember, we were deciding to the two-stop today, just to spice it up a little bit and see if it'll be quicker, and see if we can get the one-stop guys by the end of the race. Let's see how it'll work out, as the weather for today will be dry. We haven't actually had any wet races in quite a while in this tier. So, P5 on the grid, what can we do? We've got the lights on screen now, we've got Aaron out 3-4 ahead, we've got Deathbro ahead in 3rd place, we've got New Zealand right behind, lights on, away we go. The start's okay, start's fairly average, so going up the hill now towards turn 1, spot the braking zone. Acho's making a dive for the lead on Ben, and we've got 2 Renaults going up inside, a little bit of contact with Warden there as Deathbro spun in front of me after contact between him and Warden. No, sorry, him and Ryan, I believe it was. And Warden's got ahead of me. I backed out of that move as I knew Warden. I had the inside line really for that, and I knew he would go for it. And 2 through that sort of sequence of corners doesn't really work at all. So I backed out that corner and gave Warden position as we corner cut there. Just trying to get into a rhythm. I mean, if you fuck up one bit of that S section, the first sector and a little bit of the second sector, at this track, then it really hampers like the whole section. You lose a lot of time, and especially when you do no practice, it's kind of hard to get it right, especially in the first few laps. So I suppose at this point in the race, I was just focusing on getting a rhythm and try and maintain position if I can. And start lap 2, still maintain position. It's not far behind the leaders. You can see the two in front, Acho and Tim Marduk are battling, as I've now got New Zealand Ryan looking at her inside. We're leaving room on the inside of the corner there, and I'm going side by side up the back straight. No DRS obviously, so we're going side by side, seeing who's the best straight line speed. I see who's in rich mix, I'm in rich mix, and looks like the straight line speeds are fairly similar. I think I'm using a setup though, to be fair. That might be keeping me in the game here, as we leave room on the inside, still going my side by side with New Zealand Ryan, our championship leader so far for this tier, so I'm sure he won't be going for any big risky moves on me, and sure enough he backs out of that there. But still good racing with the Renault driver there, as now we can see whole cluster battling up ahead. So really we're not that far behind, as We're going through the turn 8 sort of similar section around the USA track, and I didn't get a very good run through there. I had to sort of park in the middle of the road, which hampered my run through the penultimate corner, defending from New Zealand around once again. And through lap 3, we actually had good pace. We weren't up too far from the leaders, but now on lap 4, it starts to struggle a little bit as we run wide through the left-hander there. That's an easy position for New Zealand Ryan. A little bit of a mistake by me, and that's given position to the Renault driver. And is now going to probably pull away and catch Warden and Tim Marduk up ahead. So we're in P5, still a good position for now, as we now get to the DRS on the back of New Zealand Ryan. We've got Massive Berserk ahead behind us. They're both on the super soft tyres, so they're both on the better tyre compound. As in lap 5, the tyres are really falling off, and we just can't find any pace for some reason. Berserk's right in the back of us, and he goes down the inside of the hairpin here. And looks like he might get the position a little bit easier than New Zealand Ryan did. No, we're going side by side, but I think he might have DRS. Yeah, he probably does, so it's going to be hard to defend from Berserk in this occasion. Although, to be fair, it's not really pulling ahead of us, so straight line speed is actually fairly decent. Okay, it's pulling ahead there, but he's got the inside line, he brakes quite late, and there's no chance of holding around the outside there, unfortunately. Just a little bit too ambitious to do that, and now we're carrying on with our pace on lap 5. Yeah, it's just not really good. For some reason I was getting really affected by the ultra soft tyre wear. To be fair, I wasn't the only one. I knew that Aaron R304 was really getting affected by tyre wear ahead as well. And now I got Dominator going down me inside the final corner, forcing me a little bit wide there. And that's really hampered my run on the pit straight. Got Neon Tree Dome, who's actually on similar tyres to me, so he's got good pace at the end stint, whereas I didn't. And now we've got Ferrari diving on our inside, complete dive bomb from Jetson, just forcing us off the track and costing us a lot of time and a chance to battle Neon Tree Dome for position there. So it's kind of annoying. He did let me back through, so credit to him. I think he just said off the race that he just missed his braking point and just unfortunately just knocked me off the road. He wasn't meaning to do that, but still a bit unfortunate. We're now going to watch a replay from Neon Tree Dome as he dominated there, forced me a little bit wide. He did go for the dive bomb a little bit, so it wasn't like it was a really dirty move by him, and it's all fine. And then you can see Jetson just dive down the inside and push me a little bit off the track there. But now Jetson down the back straight. He has good shot speed actually, much better than the other cars I've raced so far this race. And I was trying to go for the switchback, but Jetson parked the bus on the apex quite nicely, and there was no chance really for that. I didn't really have a tyre grip either. So now on the start of lap 9, we're going to the pit lane to put on a set of super soft tyres. We're going to use a second stint, and let's see if we can march up the order with these softer compound tyres. Everyone else doing the one stop will be going the soft tyres because super softs won't be able to make it to the end, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but guess we'll see how things work out. Now we're just behind Chimchar. I believe he broke his front wing on the first lap, so we had to make an early pit stop, and we actually used team orders here, get past him. So thank you very much Chimchar for that. As we're trying to get also the undercut on like Neon and the other guys ahead as well. As our R304 we're shadowing him basically this race, is doing the same strategy as us. And let's see if this will work out. So we've got Neon emerging ahead out of the pits, and we do the switch back. There's a very nice lovely move there by myself as I get Neon with the use of the undercut and with that nice switchback maneuver. So now we're just going to park the bus to him for the rest of this race and see if we can keep ahead of him. Although he's looking very threatening already, trying to look up the inside there through the S section. It's never going to work though, as this really isn't an overtaking spot. And now on lap 11, why am I showing you this clip? Because at some point during this sequence of corners, Neon hit my back and damaged his front wing. I'm honestly, looking back, I have no idea where in this sequence of corners he damaged his wing on me. I mean, I didn't make any big mistakes through that sequence. I maybe just carried with too much speed and just hit my rear end. I know Tim Marduk did a very similar thing on the back of New Zealand Ryan and Warden when battling for the lead with them. But I don't know, bit of a weird thing there, concertina effect maybe, of when one person's slowing down, the person behind has to sort of slow down to avoid hitting the rear end sort of thing. Or it could even be to do a dirty air, who knows. But unfortunately that ruined the chance of a battle with Neon as he had to pit again, do an extra stop, and that's not, yeah, it means we're just not going to battle him for the rest of this race now. And now we got Jetson on the soft tyres. We did the undercut strategy on him, so we got ahead of him. But his tyres just seemed to be better than mine. He seemed to be gaining on me quite a bit through the stint, and I just had no answer. Like, I was on the super soft tyres, I thought I'd be able to pull away, catch like Dominator ahead and stuff, who's on the one stop as well. But yeah, I couldn't do it for some reason, which is weird. I felt like Kota would be a good track for me, and I felt like I would have good pace here, but maybe not. And as you can see, Aaron now 3 or 4 really isn't that far ahead. He's on the same strategy as me, and we've kept about the same distance behind him as we had from the first pit stops. So I think it's just a really bad strategy, unfortunately, gotta be honest. And from here to the end of the race, you can already tell, looking at the mini-map, we're not going to catch anyone. Aaron R304 has emerged on the all-soft tyres, so really there's no chance of catching him or catching anyone ahead. He pulled away a little bit during the start of the stint, but towards the end I gained a little bit back. But either way, it was like a 4 or 5 second stalemate between us, and we couldn't catch anyone by the end of the race. So we're now watching an instant between Neon Tree Dome, Chimchar, and TMM Marduk. I'm sure you've seen this in the stream or on Ben's video, but I was just unfortunate in there, trying to go 3 wide and next to the corner. Wasn't really going to work out, very ambitious from them lot. Now we're going to cross the line for P8, I believe it is. So not the best result. I was hoping for a little bit better, especially when I qualified P5. But that just goes to show, if you do practice and you know your strategy, that can go a long way. And actually something I haven't done lately is practice for any league races. But now we're on board with Neon Tree Dome and Chimchar, still yet to finish this race as they're battling through the 3rd sector of the side. They might have very similar penalties, I'm not quite sure. I think I had a few I picked up during the race. But Chimchar runs very wide through the final corner. Neon's going to get him going across the line, and Chimchar, my teammate, just finishes ahead of him. Very lucky. Good job from my teammate there. Nice recovery from his throwing damage on lap 1. But that was very good battling between them. I know they had a lot of battling through the final part of that race. But P8 for us. Yeah, as you can see, you can probably tell why I didn't make a full video on this, as it wasn't the best sort of actiony race going. We've got New Zealand Ryan who finished in 1st, Ward in 2nd, Acho 3rd, congrats to him for the podium, Berserk 4th, Dominator 5th, Jetson 6th, Aaron 7th, me 8th. If I do the one stop, I definitely would felt like I would have finished higher. But anyway, going on to the next race now, which is the Brazilian Grand Prix for AOR. Let's see how we can do here. The weather forecast once again for this race is dry the whole weekend, which I'm kind of surprised about, because Brazil is very notorious for wet weather, and I mean we haven't had any wet races the past couple of race weekends, so I thought one was overdue, and I thought Brazilian Grand Prix would be the perfect time for one, but nonetheless it wasn't the case. Strategy I planned for today was a one-stop, starting on the soft tyres, going to the mediums for the end of this race. I'm pretty sure I didn't practice once again for this race, and this time qualifying was really poor. I qualified down in P11, only 11 runners though, so if we finish this race, chances are we're going to get points. So, lights side away we go, on the back row, let's see what we can do. Following the cars behind, braking really early for turn 1, I just want to keep it nice and clean, keep a full front wing, and see what my pace is like, as Deathbro there goes a little bit wide out that corner. He's battling side by side with Funguru now, down the back straight, towards turn 4. As a few battles ahead, but no spinners, no collisions really, apart from a front wing loss of someone ahead. I believe it's my teammate Chimchar, who backs out of the way of all of us. As I look up the inside there, Funkguru, but that was a door always going to close. As Funkguru dives down the inside of Deathbro and actually gets the position. So a little bit of a cheeky move from him, but he made it work, so credit to him. As both the Ferrari and the Williams are still battling side by side ahead, and we're just watching behind really, see if there's any fireworks. And if there is, we'll hopefully pick up the pieces from that. As Deathbro looks down the inside, to no avail though, as we're still again held up quite a bit through the first lap there. But really, there wasn't much we could do. They were battling so hard, they weren't really focusing on us. But Deathbro there makes a bit of a mistake through the CNRS, and that's in the position up into P9. Now on the soft tyres, let's see if we can keep with the super soft runners ahead. We're the only one on the field, by the way, starting on the soft tyres. So by lap 12, we go into first place because everyone else has made the pit stops already, and we're actually leading a race for once. It's been a while since I've led a race in a league race. Might not have even ever done one in this league, I'm not quite sure. But with the alternate strategy, let's see how we can do on these soft tyres. Obviously, the ones we're doing the one stop for today, let's see if we can try it, the soft to the medium tyres. I know a lot of people though aren't going to be doing the same strategy. Warden, for example, has pitted onto the soft tyres himself. So he's definitely doing the 2-stop for today, so it's kind of interesting to see how it will play out as Warden there does on the inside. I wasn't really going to fight it at all. He had superior pace, and fighting it was just really just going to hurt my pace as well as is, really, and maybe cause an accident, so no point really doing that. By lap 14, we come in for a set of medium tyres, and hopefully take these to the end of the race, see how we can do, and see if we can finish in a strong position, as everyone else in the field is pretty much doing a 2-stop, apart from, I believe, New Zealand Ryan and Team at Marduk, but they'll be facing really quite a strong chance of punctures towards the end of this race, as they pitted like a lap like 7 or 8 or whatever, whereas we pitted in lap 13, so we have a much better chance than them. But now Death Bro has caused the crash ahead, he's botted it and is in the barrier. So all the people on the 1-stop are like, they're quite a way ahead, about 8 seconds of the road, but remember they have to pit again, whereas we don't. Hopefully when they pit for a second time we can park the bus to them and yeah, well, hopefully get a good position towards the end. So like I say, the tyre scaling though is really quite bad. Tyre wear around Brazil is really extreme, to be honest, and this is lap 27 now, and the 2-stop runners are really quite close behind. You look at the mini-map, Jared is on the super soft tyres behind, and he's closing on me very quickly. Behind him is Aaron L304, and I believe Master Berserk? No. Oh, maybe actually, it might be Master Berserk, but I got Jared there, looking on my inside, into the hairpin. I should have really closed the door to him more there. I left it wide open, and I just knew he was going to go for the dive bomb. As I tried to hold it side by side, but I got on the curb. I got quite a bit of oversteer, but my tyres are really struggling compared to his. And all the guys around me, we're now on the curb, and we spin it onto the grass on the left. We're going straight line across the grass, not trying to use too much throttle, so we actually have a proper spin. And now going up onto the track, we slightly block Aaron L304 there, who has to swerve around us, but our tyres are completely dead at this point, and now we're going to the pit lane for a set of super soft tyres. This 1-stop really hasn't worked for us. It really hasn't. Our tyres were so dead compared to everyone else around me, and it was only a matter of time, even without the spin, that Berserk and Aaron would get past. So really kind of fortunate, but we took a gamble on the strategy and it didn't pay off. But it just goes to show, once again, what I said in the early part of this video, if you do some practice, then that can go a long way. So we're on the super soft tyres now, and we got good pace. As good as we said, we have good pace in the final part of the stint. We're massively ahead of Chimchar, but we're massively behind Aaron L34 as well. A good part of like 15 seconds. I'm gaining a second a lap on him, but just way too far behind, unfortunately. And now lap 33, Tim Marduk has got a puncture. You probably saw it in this video. And he's in the pit lane, and he's going to emerge behind me, about 10 seconds behind me. He's going to be on super soft tyres, so it's going to be really quick in the final part of this race. As we go a little bit wide there through center rest, and get a second time penalty of that race. So it wasn't ideal, so I was still pushing in the final part of this race. So I knew Ben probably wouldn't have any time penalties either, and I knew he'd be really quick and closing in on me. So I wanted to keep a good margin to Team Marduk behind to keep ahead of him. So going across the line after the end of the race, lap 36 out of 36, P6, and a 9 runner, still not bad. I know Jetson and Chimchar had instances on their own just during the race, so we kept it clean and came here for a solid P6. Could have been more. I felt like if I'd done the 2-stop, I would have been really up there with Aaron and Jared and stuff, as I believe Jared had actually quite a few penalties as well. So I feel like I would have maybe been ahead of him if I'd actually done the strategy properly, but oh well, can't be helped, as P6 is pretty good. We kept ahead of Ben there by a few seconds, who came across the line P7. Very unfortunate for him, he was battling for the lead once again with Ryan and Warden. So it's a bit of a shame, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really, this video should have come out a while ago, so I apologise for the delay. Now, unfortunately, we had the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for AOR just the other day, actually, on Sunday, and that file is corrupted, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about a video for that. I was thinking about an idea of using the stream footage, as they got quite a bit of footage from my race, especially with a great battle I had with Funk Guru and Death Bro. They had quite a bit of footage from that, so I was thinking about using that to putting it into sort of like compilation video or something similar. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below, but it's unlikely I'm going to get my footage back now from the Abu Dhabi races. It's unfortunate, but these things unfortunately happen from time to time, so can't be helped. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully there'll be more in the next few weeks. I got a few ideas, maybe some more F1 challenges or fails videos, or even Fortnite videos. Guess we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was good, and hopefully there'll be a video coming out on that soon. If not, then maybe some sort of highlights video of this mini-season. Who knows? I'll keep you posted on Twitter, hopefully, so follow me on there. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time for the next one. See you guys then.